Alright, we're going to do a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. An inner child shadow reading. And what does my inner child want me to know? What does the inner child of Aries want you to know? The inner core, solidity. Solid. Stay constant in your endeavors. Do not stop your progress. Seek those who are reliable and solid. Keep your promises. The greatest power is from the inside out. So is there, do you doubt yourself? Do you think that you're not worthy? Do you want to listen to others? Is that, what does your inner child, what is the source of this wound? Why do you doubt yourself? Why does Aries doubt themselves? Because they are unable to find equal ground. They're unable to find the middle. They have a difficult time balancing it out. They want to listen to others all the time instead of themselves, maybe. They're not very comfortable with their own version, so they listen to others. And they don't find the middle. Clarify this source. What happened? What happened to make them to take things in such a, oh, how do I word that? Why do they see things in such black and white? What was the cause of this wound? What was the cause of this wound? An enabler, caretaker, a functioning addict, addiction. So somebody in your life, a caretaker of yours, enabled you. This caretaker, maybe this caretaker saw things in black and white and taught you how to see things in black and white. Instead of, let's clarify this. The Empress, a mother figure. I'm going to just go with that one. The Empress, a mother figure. Somebody who, it doesn't necessarily have to be your mother, but it was somebody who was helping you grow. A teacher, an aunt, an older sibling, whoever helped raise you. What is Aries hiding from themselves? What is Aries hiding from themselves? Passion and growth. I will take both of these. The soul and passion, growth. Plants. I just want to go with soul growth. Your ability, your soul's ability to growth, to grow. Yeah. There's a lot of pain. this inner core really took a hit. And your ability to make choices is definitely not easy. It's never easy. Well, for some people it is easy. But for some of us, it's really difficult to make a choice whenever we're taught that others are more important. As a child, whenever you're allowed or not allowed to make decisions for yourself and other people make them for you, or they force you to make decisions before you're ready. If they're forcing you to make adult decisions as a child, that can really traumatize you. You're not equipped mentally or emotionally yet to make those decisions. And you're basing them off of making somebody else happy. And it means that you are not able to grow. Your soul, you as a person, are unable to grow. So, what is Aries projecting out onto others? What is Aries projecting onto others? What is Aries projecting onto others? Their anger, their comfort, their silence. So, whenever you see somebody as angry, it's directed at you, maybe. Others' comfort, you're responsible for their comfort. Or whenever they're silent, you're worried. You have no idea what did you do to make them angry? Are they quiet? Are they being quiet because they're angry? They're furious. And that's you. You are quiet because you're angry. You don't know how to speak up. Maybe you don't know how to say what you're upset over. You don't know how to put it into words because back here, it was taken from you. You're expected to do that for yourself. At too young of an age, you weren't ready to do that, and yet you had to. Or it was taken from you and somebody else made those decisions for you. Or you were just trying to make somebody happy. You were people pleasing, trying so that you could get what it was that you needed. The comfort. You give others the comfort that you need. You are hoping that it is given. You are hoping it is returned. You want it returned to you. So you give others comfort. You hide your fury. You don't want anybody to know how angry you are, how upset it made you. So you hide it. You just keep showing them this comfort, hoping that they'll get it, instead of speaking up, instead of saying your truth, because black and white, if you say it, they will leave. If you tell somebody, yes, I need you to do this for me, well, they'll leave, because that is what this caretaker did for you. You requested help. You told them you couldn't do something, and this caretaker abandoned you. They were like, well, I don't care. You can deal with it on your own. Nobody saved me. Why should I save you? Silence. You take other people's silence as anger. You take other people's silence as comfort. You just want a happy home, and you're willing to hide your fury in silence. and you assume that others are doing the same because that is what you are doing. You assume that since, well, my way of dealing with it is, you know, for instance, me, I always hated the F-bomb because I wasn't comfortable with it, because I know that whenever I use the F-bomb, I am furious. I am ready to walk out the door angry. And so when other people use it, I am assuming the same thing from them, that they are at that breaking point, that they are done, ready to walk away. So maybe that's where it's at. Where does Aries need support and guidance? Where does Aries need support and guidance? Companionship, animals, being able to find somebody that you can hang out with, finding somebody that you care about, finding somebody who cares about you equally, a balance, somebody that gets you, you know, somebody who thinks the same politically, emotionally, somebody who just understands you and gets you and isn't going, you know, a companion. How do we find those nowadays? I mean, seriously, there's the internet, and dating apps are just horrendous. So how do we find companionship? How can Aries try and find a companion? Star, have hope, and the Seven of Wands. There are options out there. Just keep an open mind whenever you come across anybody, anyone. Look for, you know, just have hope. They're out there. There is somebody. Whoever you know, whenever you come across somebody, just be open to them. Have conversations with strangers. You run into somebody at the grocery store and they start talking to you, well, be open. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to become bosom buddies, best friends, romantic partners, the black and white thing again. It is not do or die. These people don't have to be your star-crossed lover. They are not. They're just there to help you grow as a person. They're just there to talk to. Somebody that you can bounce your thoughts off of. Somebody that you can, you know, and if you like what is coming back to you and they like what is coming to them, then maybe they'll stay a little bit longer. You know, some people are not meant to stay in your life forever. Some people are just for the minute. Some people are for an hour. Some people are for a season. Some people are for a life. But just remain open. Remain open to all of, you know, every connection that you make, every person that you run into. Just stay open. And like I said, don't take it in black and white. Just see them as a human being who is open to you. See them as a human being who wants to have a relationship, not a physical one, not, you know, just, it doesn't have to be sexual or intimate or anything like that. It just means somebody that you can talk to in that moment. What are the next steps to move forward? What are the next steps moving forward for Aries? What are the next steps moving forward for Aries? Well, I'm going to go into this deck because this one's not giving me anything. So what are the next steps for Aries? What are the next steps for Aries? What are the next steps for Aries? There's one, two. I want one more. One more, please. I'm going to take this one because it is hanging out there. All right. All right. The next steps for Aries are the Orca. Dive under the surface. Let me get the book out and I'll read these. Orca, when you look at the ocean or the surface of a lake, the first thing you see is a reflection of the sky. The water's surface is a mirror hiding the depths. When you dive deep, you discover there are worlds within worlds below that mirrored surface. Underwater is its own magical kingdom, a world with love and song and family. In the language of Lumi Nation of the Pacific Northwest, and if I said that wrong, I apologize. The word for Orca translates as the people beneath the sea. Orca holds up a mirror showing us another possible world, one with different ways of communicating and creating family. What is possible when you dive under the surface? Are there other ways to live and be? Can you create an alternative world for yourself? Yeah, like I said over here, just keep your mind and be open to the possibilities. Every person that you come across can be a different, match a need that you have, need to express yourself. You can get information back from whoever you're talking to. They all offer different perspectives. All right, and this one is Steady On, the Common Tortoise. Slow and steady. Well versed in the ways of time, tortoise was born ancient. As other species have changed, evolved, and shifted, tortoise has remained steadfast, late to almost everything. Tortoise is the totem of the slow bloomer. There's no need to be a prodigy. You didn't miss the boat simply because your first few decades have passed. Hunker down, connect with the earth, take a siesta. It's through the slow and steady that we truly come to know ourselves. So this one is saying, get to know yourself. Again, back to here, and with this one, figure out who you are, not who your mom or your aunt or your sister or whoever this Empress was. Just don't worry about her. Just worry about you. What makes you happy? When you talk to these people, what makes you happy? What brings you joy? What softens you? All right, the barn owl. Oh, barn owl swoops low over the fields. Her wing beats are not on, No, I was right. Are not only nearly silent, but create a wake of quietude. Allow me to say that I hear the owls at night whenever they swoop out. It is the most beautiful sound. It is amazing. Crossing her path feels like crossing over into elsewhere. And so barn owl has long been a messenger between the worlds, bringing word from the realm of spirits and ghosts. Barn owl hunts even on the darkest nights, her ears picking up the small chattering of mice and the soft sound of grass brushing against a rabbit's skin. Or maybe she simply senses their souls as they go about their nightly business. Close your eyes, barn owl whispers, and open your ears to the sound of spirit. So just close your eyes and listen. Listen to what your soul is asking for. Listen to what your spirit is saying. All right. Now, what will you be able to achieve when you are able to work with this shadow? What will Aries be able to achieve whenever they are able to work with this shadow? What will Aries be able to achieve when they work with this shadow? What will Aries be able to achieve when they work with this shadow? Nurture. Nurturing and authority in the reverse. Oh, nurture is also in the reverse. Hold on just a second. They will be able to enable themselves, or you'll stop the enabling. You'll stop the smothering. You'll stop seeing things in black and white. You'll be able to end this relationship. You'll be able to see this relationship for what it is and what it was, and you'll be able to put an end to this relationship, the smothering in it. You'll stop the enabling. You'll be able to see that your life is not over. And 48, authority. You'll be able to see the clear picture. You'll be able to become competent, responsible, lovable, and empowering. You'll have, you'll be the pillar in your community and family. You'll have confidence in what you're speaking. You'll be able to have comfort in setting boundaries. You'll be able to enjoy life. You'll be able to set boundaries with the people that you allow into your life and make it a lot easier for you to find a companion, a permanent companion, a intimate companionship. Because whenever you are comfortable, whenever you know yourself, and whenever you're capable of setting boundaries and you're comfortable with it, that is when you can bring love in. That is when intimate relationships can happen. That is when you find the person. That is when you are whole and complete and you can allow another person to come into your life. Another person who is identical to you in healing. Somebody who is just as healed as you. And this person will be your equal, your companion, your friend, the person that you want to be with, spend time with. And you won't question when they leave your side. Is this person going to do something to fuck up our relationship? But anyways, let me find an oracle card real quick. Get messages. Let's get a message for Aries. All right. Flow and root. Just let it flow. Let it flow naturally. And whenever it finds its way, it will take root. Just allow all of this to flow naturally. And sooner or later, that seed will take root. It will find its place, and it will settle, and it will grow into something positive, something strong. So I hope that helps. If it does, leave a like or not. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Have a good one.